The election is a few short days away. Let's take a look at the final pushes from the two campaigns. Joining me now is national security and foreign policy analyst Ari Aramesh, good friend. Hey, Ari, so a couple of days left before the election. You have Trump basically crisscrossing the country, going everywhere. Biden, on the other hand, staying a little bit closer to home, not really traveling as much, but allowing Obama and Kamala to do his traveling. Your thoughts, which one's working? Is it really a good time to be playing Prevent D sitting back?
Well, if you're 10 points ahead nationally, and if you're playing offense in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Carolina was not even supposed to be in play. It is. You're playing offense in Arizona. And all of a sudden, Georgia, we're talking about Georgia. They haven't had a statewide Democrat in years. I'm looking at Zell Miller. I mean, way back when. And this is now where Purdue, Senator Purdue and Loeffler, these people are in jeopardy. Vice President Biden is playing offense. I think he's got a solid lead. It's different in many ways, in many aspects, from Hillary Clinton's lead in 2016. And President Trump is playing defense.
How's it different, Ari? What's the difference?
The difference is, his margin of victory is much larger than Hillary Clinton's 3%.
It's about the same. No,
his negatives and his positives.
It's about the same.
No, it's not. Nationally, he's got a 10-point lead.
Come on, brother. You've been doing this a long time. National polls don't mean squat. You might as well, use it for another use other than what.
True.
But on the states, though,
if you average
real clear politics, and the swing states, they're almost identical to 2016 Hillary Clinton.
And there are two big differences. The blue, solid upper Midwest Rust Belt wall. Michigan, no longer competitive. Biden has got it. Wisconsin, no longer competitive. Biden has got it. Pennsylvania, so-so, but Biden is ahead. And secondly, there are two factors I'm looking at in these polls and their methodologies. Positives versus negatives. Hillary was never above water. She was always underwater when people asked, hey, do you have a positive or negative opinion of Hillary Clinton? Biden is at 51, 52%. And secondly, nationally and in a lot of these states, Biden is hitting above 50%. Just look at the map. You're looking at Arizona, no Democrat since 96. Bill Clinton was the last one. Georgia, no Democrat since 1992. Texas, no Democrat since 1976, Jimmy Carter. In every one of those states, they're supposed to be Republican states, but the president, not only is he campaigning for his own life, he's also campaigning for the dear life of Martha McSally and also the two senators from Georgia. So I think the president's playing defense. It doesn't look good for him.
Does it concern you that President Trump will go out to a rally and have 15, 20,000 people? They'll be waiting in line for hours. And one of them in Nebraska, they almost froze because there was such a long line getting out of there. Yet you cut to a Biden rally and there's 15, 20 people standing 8 feet apart in circles. That enthusiasm, that translates to people on TV. That doesn't bother you at all? Because for me, it's a serious tell.
It does. It does. And Eric, you're 100% right. We always knew that the voter base, the Trump base, is much more enthusiastic than any Democratic candidate's base. We always knew that. But what I'm looking at to offset that is, as of today, almost 71 million people have voted early. We already know the Democrats have a huge advantage in early voting. Republicans have a huge advantage in same day, sort of election day voting. But 70 million, that's way more than the 50-some million that voted early in 2016. So, and the election is, as we record this, is 6 days ahead. So we have a huge early voting advantage. Yes, there are there's sort of a voter enthusiasm gap. But again, keep in mind, it also shows campaign and responsibility. President Trump goes to campaigns and creates these super spreader events. Vice President Biden tries to stay away from that and say, you know what? That's fine. I don't need that.
I got to leave it right there. I caution you. I will tell you, though, the likely more than 100 million early voters is problematic for the GOP. Ari Aramesh, thank you for your time.